Hello, today is the Friday, but still we are in the morning. Good morning.
Morning, ma'am.
Please respond, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. So there are 34 students today. Okay, so today is related to Dr. Racket. So I hope you are all working in laptop. So you can open your Dr. Racket application. Are you opening your application? So this session is to the understanding of cons and Lisp list. Okay, so that means you should be able to differentiate between cons and list. Can any one of you tell me the difference between cons and list? There were many sessions already handled and discussed in detail. Any one of you, can you tell me the difference between cons and list? Students?
Ma'am, cons basically takes only two arguments, while list can take any number of arguments. List is null terminated basically. Cons doesn't have anything like that.
Yeah, awesome answer. Yeah, Vishnu. So, as per Vishnu, there is a difference between cons and list. Cons will take two arguments, and a list may take more than two arguments. And another difference is the list will have a null value at the end, but cons will not have. Yeah, it's a good answer. So now, in the chat window, I have posted one image. Can you? There are questions here. Check the output for. We have given you some functions, cons and list and combinations of list and cons. Can you able to see in the chat window? So one by one, just to realize, okay, so many students are not live, though you are connected online. For them, it is a chance. You take the application and go to the terminal part and then type each and every function what we have given in the chat window. So how many of you are already opened the Dr. Racket application? Can you raise your hands? This is for my understanding. So whether I should wait. Yeah, thank you. Many are working. Fine. Thank you so much. So every time you will type some setting or choose some setting in your Dr. Racket, nothing, right? The default is the Dr. Racket only, that language only, right? So take the first function, cons 3, 4. What you have to notice how the output is displayed. And as per your understanding, you are getting the output or not. Okay? Yeah. So I'll give you 2 more minutes. Tell me one at a time what is the answer for each and every question. Okay? Okay. I hope you got answer for the first one. Cons 3, 4. What you are getting? You are getting a list or what? In which format you are getting the output? So today Priya is available. Priya, are you online? Okay, Abhishek has given answer. Yeah, so you're getting a single quote, then bracket 3.4. Yeah, so why not 3 space 4? It is giving 3.4. Students,
Because there is no null in the end.
there is no null in the end. Students, see, we are helping you. If you couldn't understand in the earlier sessions, please try to understand. Yeah, so 3.4 is a constructor. It is a pair. We don't have a null value. If you don't have a null value, you will not get the dot. Yeah, this is the way the Lisp interpreter is working. Yeah, very good. Next one. So for the second one, many got answer. Vishnu, Ganesh, they have given an answer. So function after all, cons space 3, then cons 4, 5, right? So you have cons inside cons, right? So if you look at inside cons 4, 3, so there is a dot. Sorry, it is 5, right? So 4.5. And then the first element is 3 for the pair. So 3, 4.5 is the answer. So good. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to the third one. For the third one, okay. So the third one is cons of, then again another cons of 1 to 6. So if you go inside, cons 1, 2 is the innermost one. So 1.2. 1.2 will be the first element of outer cons. So 1.2 and then 6. Are you getting the same? Yes? Yeah? Ganesh, you have given answer? Yeah. Thank you. Let's take fourth one. Manasa has given answer. Fourth one, by seeing the function, we have already, Sriba has already discussed, I think. Cons 8, cons 5, cons 7, and then nil. Yeah, there is a nil. So it is a list with the 3 elements. So if you look at the answer, yeah, within a list you have, within a bracket you have 8, 5, 7. Yeah, this is, we are getting the output as per our expectation. Yes. Let's move on to fifth one. So what is the difference between fourth question and fifth one? In the fourth one, we have cons, all cons. And in the fifth one, we have a list keyword with the same elements, 8, 5, 7. So list 8, 5, 7.
Ma'am, the output for the fourth and the fifth one are the same.
Yeah, very right. Yeah, Manasa. So output for the fourth one and the fifth one are very equal. Yes. Okay. So by this, you can just internalize cons of is equivalent to list, provided the innermost cons will be having nil value. Let's move on to the sixth one. Cons inside another cons 5, 6 and another cons with the 2, 3. Guess and then you check the output. So I can see two pairs 5, 6. So I have to get 5.6. Another cons 2, 3. So 2.3. And both are 2 elements for the outer cons. Yes, Priya.
Ma'am?
Yeah.
I just got to know that you got. My internet was bad, so I was fixing it. So did you
Okay.
happen to ask anything?
No problem, Priya.
Yes, ma'am. I just fixed and joined.
Okay, you can try now. Yeah. Okay, students. You have 5, 6. And another thing is 2, 3. But 2, 3 is not inside a bracket. Okay, so if you visualize the pointer, the box notation, you can able to understand. Right? The car part is in the bracket and the CDR part will not be inside a bracket. So the Ganesh has given answer 5, 6 is the first pair. And then other things are called as the CDR part. The CDR part will not be inside a parenthesis. So you're getting 2, 3. But you can see 2.3. Yeah. We can't have 2, 3. Why? Because there is no null value. So
Ma'am,
Always the CDR part doesn't have that bracket.
Yes. So in the Lisp interpreter is working that way.
Because I thought it to be like this, ma'am.
Yeah. So we can easily guess that it should be in a bracket given the function, but the Lisp interpreter will not. So this is a typed answer, right? 5, 6 in a bracket, 2, 3 in a bracket, and then dot. It will not happen.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, before what Priyadarshan type, why is that wrong?
No,
Because
he
even I
typed
thought
this
that
is
would be
not
the
the
answer.
output actually. So what happens is if you just listen the previous sessions, what happens is initially the pointer is to the car part first element, and then pointer is going to the CDR part, right? So if you are navigating to the next element, so the Lisp interpreter actually it is just giving a bracket for the first element alone. The first element can be a pair or a simple element, and other things it doesn't care. Okay. So this is the point you have to note. So once you're writing the first element inside the bracket, other things you don't write it inside the bracket. And you, for your understanding, just modify the last function, add one more cons after cons 2, 3, after cons 2, 3, you add one more cons 1, 5 or something, what happens? Let's see. Are you understanding what I'm saying? In the sixth question, what you are working now, cons 5, 6 inside a bracket, cons 2, 3 inside a bracket, and open another bracket, cons 1, 5, and check the answer. Add one more pair after the cons 2, 3. So what is the answer you are getting for my updated question? If you add one more pair at the end, what is your answer? Cons bracket cons 5, 6, close the bracket, inside a bracket cons 2, 3, and open another cons within a bracket, cons 1, 5.
That is an error, ma'am, for me.
No, it will not be an error. How?
Like cons and cons 5, 6, cons 2, 3, and cons 8, 9.
Yeah, that is a error. Cons you are writing, right? So cons, the first one will be taken as cons 5, 6, second element will be taken as cons 2, 3, so that you cannot add one more cons. Yes. And can you put list instead of first cons? Instead of first cons, you just put list. So Priyadarshan, what you told is meaningful now. So for the first cons, there should be two elements, right? So the first element is cons 5, 6. Second element is 2, 3. That's all. If you are adding some more, then you are breaking the meaning of pair. So that's why it is a syntax error. And instead of cons, you just put a list inside a list, cons 5, 6, cons 2, 3, and cons 1, 5.
Yeah, that's fine, ma'am. Working.
Yeah, what is the output you are getting? Can you type here?
Yes, ma'am.
You copy paste the question and answer. Yeah, so now if you look at, everyone please look at the chat window. List of cons 5, 6, cons 2, 3, cons 8, 9. So all are pair, right? All are pair here. But you compare with the fourth and fifth one, what we have discussed. The second pair is not in the bracket, okay? So for the list, all the, if you have a cons inside, it will be in the bracket. So now I have pasted one image. Try to write the functions. I have given you output, but you have to write the equivalent functions, the reverse case. Students, you can see, right? The first output is bracket inside 1.2, then 3.4. By seeing this, what you are understanding? We have already got this kind of output for some combinations. So the diagram as well, it is given here. You can see the screen. If you look at parsing from the first character, there is a pointer and inside 1, 2. 1, 2 is a constructor. So cons. So you have to just, you just look at Okay. So what is your function? Can you type in the chat window, students? You lost your interest? You're thinking. See, we have got something like, oh, somebody is giving answer. Cons of, yeah, this is what we discuss. Okay. Okay. There are many answers for this. Oh, super. So Abhishek, Manasa, they have given lot of answers. Lot of answers. Why are you getting the same output for everything? In the case of list, there are multiple answers. In the case, if you look at cons alone, I say that you have to write a function only using cons. Then definitely there is a unique answer. Yes, no students. If we are saying only cons means definitely there is only one answer. Cons of cons 1 to cons 3 4. Yeah, that's right. But if you are going for a list, yeah, list of 1 2 3 4, yeah. So list inside cons 1 2 cons 3 4, yeah, everyone are getting the same almost. I can see different answer, list 1 and then cons 3 null and then 4, that also giving the same answer. Oh, nice. Okay, so it depends on the question what we are enforcing on you. Just use only cons, there will be only one answer, right? You can use the combinations of list and cons, then multiple answers. Yeah. Okay. So you will get many answers, yes. Okay. Let's move on to the second one. One, two inside a bracket, 3, 4 inside a bracket. So that means and the dot also available. So surely we have to go for the cons. So if you write the pointer notation for this, if you draw it, so for each you should have some kind of root node, empty node that provides a pointer, and that pointer will point to the current CDR. Another pointer will point to the CDR. So there is a new node 3, 4. So if you draw the diagram, it is very easy to write the function. So everyone have done the second one. Within a second, you should be able to give me the answer. Manasa? students, you take a notebook and
Ma'am,
write
the
out the
slide you're
answers.
sharing.
I have given you picture, right? Is it not? Oh, I didn't give you the picture. Oh, just a minute. So you can check it. I'm also sharing it. In the screen, it is visible, I hope.
Yes, ma'am. So I did it using list of cons 1, 2, and then cons 3, 4. But I think if we put cons again and put null, it'll give the same thing. If you have to use only cons and no list.
Okay. So can you type it in the chat window?
Yes, ma'am. Give me 2 minutes.
So Manasa has given answer. List of cons 1 to cons 3, 4. It's working fine. Instead of cons, if you are writing instead of list, if you are writing cons, what happens? Manasa, instead of list in your answer, instead of list, if you are writing cons.
Ma'am, I'm actually getting an error for that on Dr. Racket. So I'm trying. I tried to put cons and then put null again. So I'm not sure.
Okay. Is there anyone? Ganesh, Abhishek, did you get any answers for the second one?
I got what Manasa wrote. I did the same thing for second.
Same.
If we
Okay.
interchange list with cons, then we'll get the first one as output.
Oh, okay. 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 So please understand, students, if you are putting cons, you will not get the same output, but you will get the first output. What I have given in the slide, the first one you will get it. So the proper function is we have to use list of pairs. I can consider the meaning is list of pairs. So that's why list of cons 1 to cons 3, 4. That's what you're saying, right? Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's move on to the next
And we
one.
can change it a bit, ma'am, actually.
How?
Like, with only cons, if we want it, we can write it. Like the list can be split as cons and written.
Okay. Yeah, will you please write the answer?
Yes, ma'am, I'll just share.
No need to share, just type it here, paste it. Cons of cons 1, 2, cons of cons 3, 4, null. What is the answer you're getting for this, Vishnu?
And the same thing, ma'am.
Is it?
Yes.
How it works actually?
Ma'am, I just the previous statement. It is list of two elements, no, ma'am.
Correct.
I split the list into a sequence of cons. So it became cons of first element is cons 1 2, then inner cons will be cons of cons 3 4. I don't have any more elements, so it becomes null after that.
Okay, but it's a compared to the first answer, you are calling cons many times. Yeah, this is another answer. But calling the functions once again, it may not be a efficient one according to me. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's move on to the third one. Actually, if you just read the question, I have asked you to write the functions to produce the kind of output. So that will strengthen your knowledge. And still, one more question after writing the function for producing this output. But one more question is write the statement using list and cons to produce the output 3. How will you retrieve the value 3 from these kind of outputs? Okay, that is another question. Okay, so after completing what I have asked, then how will you write a function to produce the output as 3? See, in all the questions there are 3. How will you retrieve? It is not the output is the simple element 3. It is not a list, just a 3 without any bracket. So you can go for now for the second set of questions. You can go for the shorthand of CAR and CDR, the CADR, CDAAR. So that kind of functions, let us try. Sorry, I was talking without unmuting. So take these questions. Okay, you can see it in the post. Try to write answers. Okay, one set is writing this kind of functions, what you are giving now. And another set of functions to produce output 3. How to retrieve 3 from these list. Okay. Okay, students. So all the very best to you. You have exams from coming Monday, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, all the very best to you. Let's meet during exam. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.